for the ninth. Fly ball, center field. Back goes Ciani to the warning track. Back at the wall. It's out of here! Mark Vientos wins the game for New York with a two-run homer! Pairing for the ninth. Fly ball, center field. Back goes Ciani to the warning track. Back at the wall. It's out of here! Mark Vientos wins the game for New York with a two-run homer! Was called up today. His last start for the Mets was April 29th against the Cubs, and he flies one along the left field line over toward the corner. That's going to be down for an extra base hit. Lindor is in with the first run of the game. Martinez to third. Mark Vientos wasting no time, and he drives in a run with a field back at double play depth. 2-0 to Vientos, and he hits one up the middle. That's a base hit. Nimmo is in with the second run of the inning. The Mets have put up 3 hits in the opening inning against Braxton Garrett. If you wore the shoes with the shirt, as Vientos drives one to deep center field. Back goes Freeman, back near the wall. It's out of here, into the shrubbery. Mark Vientos with his second home run of the year gets the Mets on the board. Must be the shoes. That'll sell a few more hot dogs. Vientos driving one into the bushes. The 1 in 5 kids in America facing hunger right now. Vientos smacks one out to right center. Back in the gap goes Matos near the wall. It's out of here! Mark Vientos goes back-to-back after Martinez. And it's 5-2 New York. First time this year the Mets have hit back-to-back home runs, and it's J.D. Martinez and Mark. What a first inning this has been. Now Vientos trying to get the Mets the lead. He taps one toward third. Suarez can't make the bare hand play, and the Mets take the lead. Marte comes in to score on the infield. If they don't change it here, that's line toward the middle, base hit. Martinez to third. He's being waved in. He will score. Mark Vientos drives. Hits drove in 2 runs last night. And he drives this one to deep left field. Forget that. That is way out of here. Off the facing of the second deck. Mark Vientos gets the Mets on the board with his 4th home run of the year. That cuts the Diamondbacks' lead to 4-1.
Hanging slider, Keith.
Always a good day when you can hang around with your furry friends. Mark Vientos hits one deep to left center, back near the wall, and it's out of here. Mark Vientos on the first pitch of the 4th inning cranks one into the bullpen in left center. His 5th home run of the year, and the Mets go in front 2-1. Five home runs, 3 of the 5 now against left-handers as he crushed. Grounded down to third. Vientos with a diving stop, throwing from his knees on a hop, and not quite in time.
Let's see if they challenge this.
Very close play. The Mets are going to challenge the call.
If he's out, this is a heck of a play. Oh, Gare.
I'm not sure.
It's close. Was it enough to overturn?
After review, the ball in the field is overturned. The runner is out. New York retains their challenge.
How about that? Martinez. And now Vientos grounds one toward the hole. It's off. Abrams and into left field. Alonso comes in to score, and it's 5-0 New York. Looked like Abrams was going to get there in the hole, but Vargas cut in front of him, and Abrams was on.
And the pitch. Chop to third. Here comes Taylor. No play. Tie game. Bohm tried to barehand it, could not come up with it. And scoring is Taylor, and the game is 4-4.
Yeah, that was kind of an all-or-nothing play with Bohm. Possible best bet. Could it have let it go foul? I mean, just a tough read. Sosa was behind him, so watch how he comes in. And he has one window. He knows that Vientos runs well enough. It looks like it's plenty fair.
So 2 aboard for Mark Vientos, and he hits a slider down to third under the glove of Berger, and and scoring is Martinez. Here comes Marte. He'll be waved home. It's a 2-1 double for Mark Vientos.
That's now with 10 hits on the night. Taylor has 4 of them. And Vientos pokes one into right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Alonso is in. Everybody else moves up a base. Vientos drives in a run, and it's 7-4 New York.
Back above 300.
And he had a rough homestand.
That's it in the air to deep left field. Back goes Langford looking up, and it's out of here. Mark Vientos gets the Mets on the board first with his 6th home run of the year. So after 3 hits last night, Vientos smacks one out of the ballpark. After Lorenzen had retired 5 in a row, Vientos gives the Mets a 1-0 lead.
Don't everyone.
That's cracked center field. Pete Crow Armstrong will just turn and watch it go. Oh boy, a titanic shot to center field. Out there by the cameraman. Look out. Over the batter's eye, Vientos all over one. His 7th, and the Mets get a run back. It is now 5-2.
That was not the deepest home run to center field you'd ever seen a Met hit.
High fly ball deep to left, and Verdugo goes back and takes a look, and this one's going to sail out of here. Mark Vientos homers for a 2nd consecutive at bat. His 8th home run of the year, and it's 2-0 Mets. That was a towering blast. Vientos is taking off.
Mark Vientos leads off on the home 4th against Garrett Cole, and he drives this one to the gap in right center, headed toward the fence, and it hits off the wall, goes over. A home run for Vientos. His 2nd home run of the night. A laser beam off the top of the fence and into the bullpen. 2nd career multiple home run game for Mark Vientos. Volpe hits it sharply.
Vientos with a diving stop, gets up, one-hop throw, and Alonso at the stretch. He got it. What a way to start the night. Terrific play on both ends by Vientos and Alonso, and they get Volpe.
Oh, that had a leadoff double written all over it. And Vientos continues to shine with the glove.
And Vientos punches one the other way for a base hit. That'll bring in a run as Alonso scores to make it 12-2 Mets.
Way to go, young man.
Here's Vientos, who hit the ball that went through Altuve. They got the Mets going. That's a long fly ball to center. Myers looks up at the wall, and it's out of here into the black. Mark Vientos. Power to center field. Wow. 6-1 New York, 10th home run of the year.
Vientos faced Martinez yesterday and flied out.
And he pulls that one, base hit down the left field line, and that'll bring in 2. Nimmo is in, Alonso right behind him. Mark Vientos with a 2-run double to cut the Astros lead in half. That's hit hard toward the hole, base hit. Bader around 3rd, he'll come in with the first Met run. Wood's throw to the plate is cut off. Mark Vientos comes through with it. And Vientos muscles one into left field for a base hit. That'll bring in Nimmo with the 3rd run of the inning. Mark Vientos drives in a run, and it's 5-2 New York.
Well, Jeep Tennessee.
High fly ball deep center field. Back goes Young to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. Mark Vientos gets the hit back and more. A 2-run bomb to center field, and it's 3-0 New York.
Wow.
He is.
Nick Gonzalez came up and took his spot, and now he's a utility guy. He lines one into the glove of Vientos. And back to second goes Hayes. Nice lunging grab by Vientos for the 2nd out.
That's what's in vogue now defensively, playing the 3rd baseman back almost to the outfield grass.
Perez on deck.
And Vientos slams one out to right center. Back goes Thomas to the warning track. It's over his head. Martinez is in. Alonso will have to be held at 3rd. Vientos drives in the tying run with a long double, and it's 2.
Well, they were very Judicious. That's hit up the middle. A base hit for Vientos. Martinez being waved around third. Young's throw will go to third. It's cut off. Alonso slides in safely.
Of his players individually. He hasn't had a team meeting.
Vientos gets a hold of one deep center field. Doyle goes back near the wall, and it's out of here. Mark Vientos gets a run back with a towering home run, his 12th of the year. And it's 2-1 Colorado.
Well, pitching and hitting is so interesting. He had thrown the fastball by him earlier.
And he lines one down the left field line. That's a fair ball bouncing into the corner. Alvarez will scurry home. Vientos heads to second. And he is in standing with an RBI double.
And todo lo malo, échalo para allá. Everything that's bad.
This ball driven again to left. Vientos exit stage left. Mark Vientos. I tell you, the Mets musical notes are all on point tonight. Another home run for New York. It is their 4th of the game.
And Vientos gets a curveball and drills it to deep left, and that ball is out of here. Mark Vientos slams a curveball out of the yard, a 2-run shot. And with 2 big swings of the bat, the Mets have a 6-run third inning and a 6-2 lead. They look nervous.
Dad's nervous. Come on, Dad.
Looks very nervous. Fly ball deep left field off the bat of Vientos. Back near the wall. It's out of here. Number 15 for Mark Vientos to give the Mets the lead. What a power addition Mark Vientos is. Another way, you know what today is? Fly ball deep right field back toward the corner. Kepler near the wall. It's out of here. Mark Vientos goes the other way. A 2-run homer to put the Mets in front. Number 16 for Vientos. 2-1 New York.
You know what I got to believe here? That's the first time we've.
Little floater behind third, and Vientos on the move, and he makes the sliding catch. Vientos getting his running in this inning. Couldn't get to the prior pop-up. This one had just enough air under it for him to make a sliding grab for the second out.
Well, Gary, it's a young man's game, is it not? Nicely done by Vientos. There's his reaction. It's right there where the shortstop normally plays. Really a nice catch.
A relationship with both of those guys, and Piazza in particular, because he's still involved with the Mets. This ball hit well to left center, and this one's down. 17th for Mark Vientos. The Mets did not hit a home run the first 2 ball games here at Coors Field in this series, and that's their 3rd of the afternoon.
Well, one thing the New York Mets do really well is they out-homer their opponent. They're plus 18 now on.
0 for 1 now tonight. And Vientos pulls one by Hermes and down the left field line, and that'll bring in the first run of the game. Winker is in. Alonso will be stopped at third. It's an RBI double for Mark Vientos to give the Mets the early lead. Vientos smacks one deep right center, headed toward the wall, and it's out of here. Mark Vientos goes the other way for his 18th home run, a 2-run shot. And the Mets now with a 3-0 lead. Vientos elevated to the number 2 spot in the batting order for the first time this year. Vientos hits another one deep to right. Back goes Cameron near the wall, and it's out of here. Mark Vientos homers for the 2nd time today. And again he goes the other way. 19 for Vientos, and it's a 2-run lead for the Mets at 6-4.
You talked about the...
Oh, this will pass, Gary. Just look on the radar. It'll shoot right through quickly.
Pulled over the bag. That's a fair ball. That's going to go all the way into the deep corner. Lindor digging for third. Stowers gets to it. Lindor is waved home. And he'll beat the relay throw. That's hit toward the hole. Smothered by Vientos. And he gets the fourth play. Beautifully done by Vientos. And it keeps the Orioles off the board in the fourth.
19 home runs on the year.
And he drives one down the left field line. That's going to go into the corner. Alvarez will score. McNeil digging for third. He'll be held up there. It's an RBI double from Mark Vientos. And Vientos hits one deep to center field. Back goes Cowser. Back near the wall. It's out of here. Mark Vientos gives the Mets the lead with a seventh inning home run. His 20th home run of the year. 3-2 New York. Going. And he pulls one down the left field line, and the Mets will get a quick run. Lindor comes in to score. Vientos trades places with him. Back-to-back doubles by Lindor and Vientos to start the night, and the Mets have an instant 1-0 lead.
Taylor at second, Lindor at first. They all run well.
And a bouncy ball toward the middle. That is going to go through for a base hit. McNeil is in. Taylor's right behind him. Infield in. Vientos hits it past him. Drives in a pair. And he does.
I think he has a win.
Vientos slams one to deep right center. Merrill goes back. And it's out of here. Mark Vientos in just the same spot where Martinez hit his. The big guys keep going to right center. 21 home runs for Mark Vientos, and the Mets now lead it 2-0.
Gained ground Sunday, but that got away. Lindor dancing off first, but doesn't go. And Vientos hits one
past Perdomo into left field. That'll bring in Alvarez. It looked off the bat like it might be a chance for a double play. Instead, it skittered right.
Pitch.
And the breaking ball hit deep to center. Back goes Duran near the wall. It's out of here. Mark Vientos with his 22nd home run of the year. He got all over that slider and hit it a mile. 3-1 New York.
Boy, oh boy. All out for the Reds.
Here's Mark Vientos, 5-game hitting streak, and he drives one to deep left field, headed back toward the fence, and it's out of here! Mark Vientos, first pitch he sees, lines a 2-run homer, number 23 for Vientos, and the Mets jump out to a quick 2-0 lead.
Two to Vientos.
And he smacks it to deep left. That's out of here. And the Mets win the ball game. Mark Vientos with his second 2-run homer of the night. And the Mets win their 8th in a row.
Significantly.
He hits one sharply. Vientos, the diving stop, adjusts and throws to first and gets the out there. Tremendous play by Vientos, who wanted to go to second, but Benson was arriving, and so he made the adjustment while on his knees and threw out Maile for the second out.
Yesterday.
And he drives this one to center field for a base hit. Alonso will score. Taylor being waved around. He will score. Mark Vientos breaks his slump.
Here he's been able to put together.
That ball is crushed down the left field side, and that is out of here. It rang back in, just a clothesline for Vientos' 25th.
All right, Nimmo's got the fastest walk. I'm going to say that's what.
Ruiz to Vientos. Up the middle, center field. The parade continues. Here comes Nimmo. 9-3.
Turner lines one, caught by Vientos on a leaping try.
How good is he over there, Wayne? I mean, he's athletic. Obviously, offensively, he has 30 home run type power, but he timed that jump perfectly. Being able to see that and take away an extra base hit, get up, young man. And this is feeling right now that everything seems to be going the Mets' way right now. And you're always wondering, are wins going to come down? And even Peterson like, man, I got to buy you dinner for that jump.
Now Vientos flies one to deep right field. White goes back on the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. Mark Vientos goes the other way to get the Mets on the board. His 26th home run of the year. And the Mets finally break through against Schwellenbach after he had held them without a run for 13 1/3 innings. Vientos with the opposite field home run to get the Mets their first run. And Vientos flies one to deep center. Back goes Perkins to the warning track at the wall, and it's out of here. Mark Vientos gets the Mets on the board with a towering 2-run homer. Number 27 for Vientos. And it cuts the Brewers' lead to 5-2. Vientos homered for the only Met run Tuesday in Atlanta, and he homers for the first. This is at first. Nobody out. Vientos pops one up, shallow center field. Harris is there, tagging is Lindor. Harris makes the catch. Here comes Lindor. The throw to the plate is cut off, and the Mets have the lead. Mark Vientos.
Absolutely, the velocity is there, the location is there.
Back up the middle as if on cue. Mark Vientos says, whatever on the four-seamer.
Not be able to close it out.
Vientos laces one the other way. In to score is Lindor. Here comes Iglesias. Throw to the plate. Too late. It's a 2-run sing.
Nothing Phillies in the 8th. And a 1-2 to Vientos. Is into left field. Down for a base hit. Here comes Bader. He'll score the tying run. On his way to third, Lindor. He is safe. Into second, Vientos. And the biggest hit. Lindor taking a healthy lead against Sanchez. In the air to right. Castellanos ranging back at the wall. He turns around and it's gone. It kept on carrying for Vientos, who continues to impress in his Division Series debut.
We said it earlier. He's probably the guy in this lineup that hits the changeups.
Let's find out. 3-2 pitch. Is a fastball hit in the air, deep left field. Ranging back is Hayes at the wall. Mark Vientos has done it again, and the Mets have done it again. It's 6-6 in the 9th. Bohm, a bouncer towards third. Tough play, Vientos. A turning throw in time. Sterling play for out number 2.
Just a great play. We talked about a star being born on offense, but he's improved so much defensively. This is such a tough play. He is in foul territory. And let's give Pete Alonso a little credit over there with the big footwork for the polar bear.
I like that he knew he had to get rid of it quick. Didn't mind bouncing it over there, but he knew he had to get rid of it.
Against David Peterson, and Wilson grounds one to third. Vientos is there. Long throw for out number 1.
And a great pick by the polar bear at the end.
Guys, we talked about the 6 through 9 hitters in this game. This pick by Alonso to retire Wilson. The 6 through 9 hitters in this series for Philadelphia are now 4 for 51.
Crack to right center field. Pages on the move to the track. He couldn't find it. That's because it's over the wall. Grand slam, Vientos.
You're going to get him out more times than not.
And a fastball turned around. Right center field. Tie game. It's Mark Vientos coming to the opener for the bullpen game 2. Gave up a home run. Here's a high fly ball to deep center field. Pages going back, reaches for the wall. It's gone. Vientos chips away with a 2-run home run, and it's 6-3. Had just enough on it. Vientos with his 5th home run of the postseason and extends his postseason lead in runs batted in.